No! Minfilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Daru, we must do something. You risk letting the entire castle know we're here. Ah, you're right. We might not get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it? A Reaper. Seized when? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need to see and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last! Eliminate the intruders! You came! Midas, Amkip, together we may yet win free. Get these shackles off of us, quickly! Amkip, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened to you had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window of our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail them and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an airman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions. How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Estelle is just being polite. That was just one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would ever be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with that rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia San Unius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands, you who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague areas a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More shooters! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it. Ida with me. After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are! Fan out and surround them! Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Biggs, don't do it! Oh no, Amkip, hold them off. I'll look after Minvili and Tataru. All units to immersion stations. Do not let the prisoners escape. This infernal creation is shielded by energies not its own. Whatever is generating its shield must be immune. Find it, Amkip. In fact, we'll do this. There's no end. We labor in vain. Till the beast is divested of its shield, our blows shall not find their mark. You're not getting away! Bring forth the Colossus! What in the hell? A new design! Have care! So that's a Colossus, is it? More like a colossal waste of iron.
Take the leader! Kill the rest! What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papolimo, Minfilia,
Ida!
What took you so long?
well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right, first things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One, 2,
3,
4.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius!
Look! There! Beside the Black Wolf! An Ascian! An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque. The
But the
item
battle
I
is far
requested.
from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I'm
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but we
victory.
need it urgently. How soon can it
The
be
people of
delivered?
Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your
Let
debt,
us
my
provide
friend.
it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafcern the order to the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as I would like to be. I need only give the word to Roy. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for the better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his howling mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Van Baelsar claims to wield a power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods. Yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Should we choose we surrender resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, then the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all of our peoples. Sorry, I had to resort to such dramatic methods to escape. Things escalated so quickly that Alpha and I saw no other alternative. That wasn't how I was expecting things to play out, but at least we escaped with our lives. What do you think, Amkip? Was she impressed? Do you think she might consider, you know... Shut up, Wedge. Once the people of Aerzia learn that the signs of the Seventh Dawn have returned, they will surely rally to our cause. We only need the clarion call. Okay, there we go. Oh, Amkip, sorry, but singing doesn't bother you. I'm rather fond of this little ditty. It reminds me of home. Thancred plights trouble us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Amkip, and help them to make the right decision. Grim tidings, Amkip. Seems the word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragment chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear that they may elect to lay down their arms in belief that surrender will spare the people from untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it. And the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Amkip, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. You wish to leave the landing area. Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in progress in the fragment chamber. I must ask that you step away from the door, sir. I'm sorry. You're here on behalf of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course may I enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say. Nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Reborn. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and Seven Hells, Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garlean's offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garlean's proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Reborn?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Reborn, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Heard we're in the same trade. You're in better shape than me, though. The mishap at the Wanderer's Palace nearly did me in, but boy, was it worth it. The calamity drained near half the water from Bronze Lake, and there it was, an ancient temple of Oskon. Why's it called a palace then? Beats me. I just went in looking for trouble for the treasure, me and my fella. It's like a dream That's what it was like. The water hadn't done a thing. There were gold-framed mirrors that bright as the moon. We gazed upon ourselves, draped in opal, chains of pearl dancing on the floor of marble and malachite. The king and queen, me, my feller. Daring do adventure like yourself wouldn't say no to a chance like that now, would you? Tell you what, go down to the docks at west of Camp Bronze Lake and talk to Abazi Tarazi. He's to be a boon companion of mine. He'll ferry you to the palace. Let's see who's all here. I should have done something, done anything, but I didn't. Now, Abba and Aliyar will not let it be for nothing. I will earn this. We came on with our lives. Though our losses weigh heavily in our hearts, we must carry on for those who have fallen. As one age endeth and another doth arise, so do our struggles wax and wane. What wouldst thou ask of me? How far is Rome? Souls from ether far, strangers from strange lands. Yester with thine eyes, morrow by thine hands. By reckoning, these words were from the divine chronicles of the warriors of light. With cloudless visions of the past, they forged their way into the future. Mine interpretation ringeth true with that which I have witnessed. No matter how dark the night, one day the dawn will break. As long as the brave souls like yourself take up our cause, the signs will never stand down. My dear sister drew her last breath here in the battle with the Empire. To her, the fight for Eos's future was more important than her own land. True to her beliefs, to the end she was. She hasn't said a word to me since the rescue. Was it all for nothing? What's next on the agenda? We're ready to get to work. For many years, I dedicated my life to the research and development of Magitech, unable or unwilling to see the repercussions of my work. And though I have left Garlemald behind, its scientists continue to build upon my work. Fear not, this new weapon may be another example of that, an ancient relic enhanced with the technologies I created. Yet even should that be the case, it would still require mine to... No, he didn't. I understand you given our fallen brothers and sisters proper burial. I'm sure they appreciated it. When the Empire is beaten and all is over, let us visit them at the church. Counteroffensive to come will require the total commitment of every allied nation, as well as the flawless coordination of all forces. I pray the Council understands this. Had I not intervened, the Gallian soldier may have done for Ida, lowering her guard in the heat of battle as though she was an evening stroll. How much scatterbrain could she be? Well, at least I cannot fault her for being inconsistent. Instead of gratitude for coming to his rescue, Papalima called me a scatterbrain. Next time he gets caught by the Empire, I'm leaving him to rot. We may have surmounted this latest trial, but the worst is yet to come. We must remain focused. I will not see our efforts wasted in futile regret. As for Thancred, he and I have much to discuss.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eosia had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends. Let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
You're one of Alan's, aren't you? That one's got a ghost in her attic, you know? Keeps sending out venturers to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're gonna bring her fella back. Told some of us that day. One of them her fellow. My best friend was another. As soon as we walked in, the Tomberry attacked. It was dark. We couldn't get purchase on the floor until it was covered in lakeside. Then in blood. What's there more there to say? Only Alan and I made it out by the graves of the 12. Everyone else is dead. I think I'd leave him behind. Leave my brother by another blood. If I hadn't seen the Tomberry, what the Tomberry left, saw no treasure there, only death. Said my piece. If you want to see still want to see yourself, that's your business. If you're there, I'll ferry you there, for my adventuring days are over and the boatman of this lake. She thinks they all live. You see, all 5 of them hiding from the Tomberry somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing. And then she got sly. Poor lost Alan. Let's see here. Time heals all wounds. Or so they say those who have never experienced true pain. More 30 summers have passed since I carried out the standard of the Dark Light Raiders and Cutter's Cry. When not a day goes by, I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Gerwald the Red and his little second, Albert the Stillwater, Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and jest, however ireful mage Tirahan Sabran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormeln's Thousand Gil never has there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or on his coin, and let us not forget one Ailson. It's hard to fathom now, with all the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring. There's also a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to in need of a blade, Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Each guardian funded forays into hellish pits like the Iron Veil would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would only take a night's of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. So was the life of a raider. That is, until we took that job at Cutter's Cry. My brother and I had stood against herds of giant buffaloes of Uncle Morrow, snowball infestations of the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we were facing in Hell's brood holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set into the bowels of the forsaken place, but only saw one return, Sebald the Stoic, spared by the beast so he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. Apologies. You didn't come to hear Gilbert and ramblings of an old man, but if you had a moment, I was wondering if you could ask you a favor. Find a wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on its journey through the 7 gates. In each one of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of that terrible beast, I returned to its lair to pay proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Sebald, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. It's not too much to ask. Would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead and place a bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders? This is Curtis Gray. A labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns. And you hear that? That sound like the woofing snort of one of fire catches? That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Should go right on in. If you're certain of your ability to make it on one piece. Just don't expect me to go trotting in there after you, no matter how hard you will and holler. Ah, you promised old Steeble the Stoic, did you? He's what called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you have a wife and home big with child? Well, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Nemea, he hid behind the mangled body of his leader and watched his companions who were torn apart one by one. All so that he might return home to see his son born. Should he have died a hero then rather than lived a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow knowing his father was a craven and disgrace to his friends and family? Should I ever find myself faced with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now I know the reason why I would never step into that cave.